part of Severndroog's festival, I thought you'd celebrate the woods by making some little wall hangings with things that you can collect on your adventures. To make it nice and smooth, I've got some water here as well, in case it gets too dry. Actually, I've got paper down because I found the best thing to work on was paper because it stopped the clay from sticking, but once it gets a bit wet then you'll need to change it. So you need to go about 1 or 2 millimetres. And once you've got it nice and flat, well, you pick one of your, let's try this, this is quite delicate, but I think it will make a good impression, nice print. So you can just press it in with your hands, but I like to use a rolling pin just to make it a bit deeper, and that works quite well. And it's best to roll it out before you cut, because when you press, the clay expands and then you'll get a wonky edge on your circle. So if you haven't got any circle cutters, you can use a knife. I'll do a knife for this one. And let's do an acorn. So these you can probably just press in with your hands. Quite nice to get the stalk. That's worked quite well actually. And if you've got another little one, it's quite nice to have two. So like a little friend. So let's make this one into, I've just got a normal knife. Make sure it's not too sharp. Oops. And then just smooth the edges off with a bit of water. And if you want to hang this, don't forget your, make a hole at the end. And then just smooth the edges off with a bit of water. These would be quite pretty. Hanging on a tree at Christmas, you could personalise them for your family and friends. So this one's got love written on it, but you can add flowers as well. So I've got some stamps which you may have at home. So you can write your own words in as well, which would be quite a nice present. The more delicate one, this is a little geranium. It leaves quite a nice flower image, which will probably show up when if you paint it. So I've got another bit of clay here. A bit of rolling pin action to see if we can make it more visible. You have to be careful when you peel it off. Well, it's worked quite nicely. You can just about see it. I think if you put some paint on that, you would see it. So we'll do that one as a, let's do that one as a heart because that's quite pretty. I mean, these look quite nice, the colour they are, but I think what we'll do tomorrow when they're dry, we'll give them a paint and see different varieties of things that you can do. And tomorrow we'll come back and see how they've dried. Hello, welcome back. And as you can see, they've dried and it's ready to get to paint. I'm going to use acrylic paint, but you can use poster paint or watercolour. They all work quite well. And if you don't want to paint the flower, you can just paint the outside of the flower, or you can just use them white. They still look pretty, just plain.